What's up, everybody? Welcome to HotMakes, right here on the HotMakes. I'm Nerdy J, aka Jim from the Edge of Tech. This is producer extraordinaire Caleb. How you doing?
Huh? Where? Is there a producer in here?
Whoa.
Is there a doctor in the house? Is there a producer in the house? Wow. All right.
I love it. Welcome, man. How was your week? It's been a while. It's like a freaking week it's been, huh?
Isn't that what it is every week? It's been a week. It's been a while.
It's been a whole week. I love it.
It feels like it's been way longer than that, though. I know what you mean.
Sometimes the weeks go super fast and sometimes not so much, but all weekends go way too fast. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
We got an awesome stream tonight. We have the one, the only Uncle Jessy is with us tonight. So hang out for a few minutes. We're going to go through all the cool stuff and then bring in the even cooler stuff because we got to talk about the giant thing that he's working on. Right. I'm super pumped to talk to him about that. What else we got today? If you want to donate something, feel free. There's a link in the description below. Also in the chat, I think Nightbot is blowing that up. We are super close to monetizing this channel. Are we on my channel tonight too? We are.
We're on your channel tonight too. Yeah.
Oh, we're on. Look at this. I think Uncle Jessy just put it on his channel too.
Yeah, it looks like that too. Yeah.
That is awesome. Well, welcome if you're on Uncle Jessy's channel. We'll bring him in really quickly. I promise. Wait, this is the takeover. He's not coming in. No, I'm just joking.
No, jeez. He just leaves.
He's like, I'm out. Welcome anyways, everybody. Also, the Rocky Mountain Rep Festival that's coming up less than a month away. Justin, Zach, and Mike are putting on an awesome event. It's in Loveland, Colorado. It is April 22nd and 23rd. Super easy to get to. If you haven't seen the details, I have a video on my channel, The Edge of Tech. Check them out. Crazy easy to get to, and it is awesome. They already have looks like 1,228 people registered. Now it's free once you get there. It's not free to get there if you have to go in, but once you get there, it's free to attend. Just use the link in the description, go to their website and register so we know you're coming. 1,228 people already registered and only 3 maker spots left.
Yeah, they're filling up.
They have filled up the complete center. I think there was 120. Justin's on, I believe. So let me know. I think there was like 120 spots for makers, and there's 3 left.
Because, like, if you go, there's gonna be plenty to do.
Yes,
it's not like you're gonna have a full exhibit hall.
It's gonna be a full house. Not to mention the Battle Racer. I'm sorry. Not to mention the Battle Racer battles and the dragsters, the Top Fuel dragsters, all 3D
100 spaces for makers. Sick. So, like, if there's only 3 left,
100.
Those 3 are going to fill up by the end of the. So there's going to be 100 different like displays and vendors and people to hang out with and talk to. Not to mention the other attendees.
Yeah, not to mention sponsors and vendors and everybody else. They're giving me a microphone for the whole weekend. I get an MC. It's going to be crazy. What else we got? T-shirts. They have T-shirts available on the website, period. They're not bringing them to the show. So that's kind of cool. So kind of an exclusive T-shirt if you want to jump in on that.
So if I forget my T-shirt on the day of the event, they won't have something for me? Oh. Will they let me in if I'm not wearing a shirt?
I almost just choked on my ice. So. Just joking. I've got some coffee. Let me know in the chat what you're drinking. I'm hitting the coffee tonight because I think it's going to be a long night.
Taste coffee. Oh, look, you can see the show in the reflection of my coffee.
Oh yeah, I like it.
That's fun.
What are we talking about? What event? This is RMRRF, the Rocky Mountain Rep Festival. It's in about a month, actually less than a month. Loveland, Colorado. Check it out, RMMRF.com. Or in our stream, there's a link in the description below. It's free once you get there. It's free to attend. So you just have to show up, register ahead so we have an idea of how many people, like I already said. And yeah, it's going to be awesome.
All
Great flavored Walmart water. All right.
Yeah.
I like it. Tea, RC Cola, coffee. David Wilson, I'm with you. Got the coffee going. I see.
See? Brian understands. No shirt, no shoes, no service. So I can't wear a shirt, I can't wear shoes, and I won't. Then they won't even serve me.
I'm not sure about that. Andrew Hayes, I'm treating myself to a large cup of Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee. It's rocket fuel. I love it.
All right.
I remember right. It's late. All right, here we go. I think he's ready. I know he's adjusting. Yeah. He's getting pretty. He's got his hair done. Everything is ready.
Oh, you can't see what we see.
We should have brought him in. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Jessy, how you doing? How you been?
We don't have audio.
Oh yeah, I think you're muted.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was happening. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
He was playing death metal in the background. That's what all
yeah. So for those of you watching out there, we can actually see like all the guests, but they can't see us, I don't think. And it's funny because we can watch and he's like, hey, while you guys are going, I'm gonna get my stuff together. He's like adjusting and I'm watching and I'm like, okay, when can we bring him in? And
I wonder, can I share the StreamYard tab so it's just like picture in picture in picture in picture? I mean, I'm gonna try. You guys go ahead.
You could, but you can do whatever you want.
So I was trying to do multiple things here. So one, I've got my laptop set up and I'm using my laptop webcam here, which isn't the best quality, so apologies. But to stand the laptop up, I am sitting it on multiple spools of filament, so it's just balancing on two. Filament there. And then while you guys are talking, I was going, oh wait a minute, I'm on a MacBook. I can use my iPhone's camera as like a webcam. So let me get that set up, and it wasn't working. So, but I did figure out how to get this streaming over on my channel. So if you're watching over here and are interested in the chat and following along, make sure to hop on over in here as well to the actual live HotMakes chat.
And we welcome from any channel as long as you're here watching. And what's cool is you'll be able to comment back if you want to on your channel through your account, which is they just added this. Well, we just noticed it recently, and it's super cool because before, if we would type across anyone that signed in. Yeah. So it would look like you were typing, but we were really typing, and it was interesting. We'll say that, but
and also like when you show like when I pop comments up like this, like how many spools does it take to hold up a laptop? I'm glad I pulled that one up.
By the way, Kirkland's Best is what I'm drinking for the
there you go. I had to top off that, and then I got the giant water with me too. But
I would like to listen. I'm going to ask the big brain questions here. I would like to. I'm not just going to be a normal like sheep. I'm going to ask, where is Kirkland and who voted it the best?
I mean, I don't know. I don't
Nobody else seemed to ask that, huh? Didn't think so. Wake up, people.
I love it.
The best is actually when you go into Costco and they have a sale on the Poland spring water, and it's like cheaper than the Kirkland water.
Isn't Kirkland their brand?
Yeah,
well, Kirkland's their brand, but every once in a while it's cheaper to get the the good stuff. And I'm like, we're drinking well this week.
Well, and it's funny because I don't think a lot of people realize that Kirkland is literally rebranded name brand stuff. A lot of it is. Dude, for instance, if you were a vodka connoisseur, you might be pleasantly surprised on what they use there. Stuff like that. I'm just going to throw it out there. I DJ'd weddings for a very long time. And in barn weddings or weddings where you had to bring your own alcohol, it was very common to see piles of Costco or like Kirkland stuff everywhere.
Quick shout out to a non 3D printing TikTok account that does Can It Kirkland. Has a video series where it's like every week they put a Kirkland brand of liquor up against the name brand and then just do taste tests, and it's the most hilarious thing you'll see.
Now we got to go check that out. Can it Kirkland?
Yeah.
There you go. So it's been a while since you've been here. How you been?
I know. Good. How are you all?
We're doing good.
It's good. We've been hanging, getting ready for RMRRF like we talked about. We got to get you there. I think you were at IRF. We met at IRF for the first time in person, right?
Yep.
And
have they announced the dates for IRF this year?
I think they just did. Actually, they said we're working on finalizing, but they actually posted dates at the end of September this year. It's like the very last weekend of September into October, I believe.
Okay.
Someone in the chat, hook us up with the dates. I believe
September 30th through October 1st.
Yeah, I believe that's what it was.
In Bel Air.
Yeah, I think they're
West Philadelphia. Born and
I know Murph announced their official email went out, and then
it's gonna be the end of July.
Before all that, we have Rumurf, and they're allowing me. They invited me to MC the event the whole weekend.
That's awesome.
I keep telling you, we're trying to get people to go to the event. Stop telling them that.
I know, right? It's going to be crazy. Joel's going to be there. He's doing a big Q&A, which is really cool. There's a whole bunch of I think Stefan is flying back in. I don't know if John's going to get back this time, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you have time to fly to Denver in a little less than a month, you should do it.
It's a much better sounding location than the Midwest. So the Midwest.
that one's much fun though. That one is the OG, like the original.
Let me fly into Detroit, then drive. What is it? 2 hours or something? Like that?
You can fly into Chicago though. That's cheaper probably.
Hang on a second. I'm from the Midwest, and I am going to tell you right now, you are absolutely correct. It sucks.
True.
As a matter of fact, I have more respect for you now after insulting the Midwest.
So John Schoen can't make. Oh, darn it! I'll have to get a hold of him. But so what have you been up to? I mean, we've seen a ton of it. I mean, most of us all watch your videos, but what have you been doing?
Man, I have been doing. Let's see. A lot of Diablo 4 beta, so non-3D printing things first. So this is the first Diablo game I played since, God, I think I was in high school. Was it? Right. Like late 90s?
I was just going to say, I remember in the 90s, like, ooh, this is awesome.
Yeah, so it's been a blast playing with some buddies on that. So I'm actually looking at doing some cosplay projects for that. So making some props from some of the things that I saw in the game, which is pretty cool. So going to be taking a stab at that for some upcoming videos here, hopefully in April. Outside of that, man, it's this life-size Magneto statue that's taken my life over.
I didn't know you were working on something like that.
Well, I mean, just a 7'8" Magneto statue. Something that I'm now going, is it going to even fit in the room that I'm planning on putting it in?
Is it still currently just like at the waist? Or I know you got an arm.
I've got the chest going now. Just recently, I ended up buying a umbrella stand, like a really nice wide flat umbrella stand that's I think 40 pounds, and then bought a 6-foot metal pole that I'm 3D printing an insert to hold that in place, and then trying to get it positioned so that I modified the back of the torso so that the pole will stick in there. And then I'm going to see how I can finagle this all together. Ideally, I would love it if it could just be hanging there, but I think I'm going to be going off of some of the comments from the people that were watching the video of using clear acrylic rods to support the legs. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. And then I'm currently in the process of modifying the base. So I have the umbrella stand, but I obviously don't want Magneto on an umbrella stand. So I'm modifying the base that the file has so that it would fit around the umbrella stand. And more than likely, I'm going to have to design or use some foam or something like that to do some other fun stuff with that. So it's just a never-ending project at this point that I'm going to be excited just to get the dang thing up and running. And then I haven't even done the head yet. Like I haven't printed I want to do a head, a helmet head combination. And then a bunch of people were like, are you going to do your head with it? And I was like, well, now that you mention it, well, now I got to do that.
Right. Why not?
Like an action figure, I can actually swap out different heads for this thing.
Right.
What is going on with yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Sorry, there's like a account that's just commenting random words. You see that?
Yeah, nope. Ham, Stegosaurus, paper.
It might be a bot of some sort. Who knows?
Monkey.
Is it? Hey, reach out to me on
Yeah.
whatever. WhatsApp.
Hey, I got a free 3D printer. All you have to do is pay for shipping.
You just pay me $135, and
apparently,
Photosmint.
Please don't do that.
Photosmint brought up a really good point. As you're looking to as you're trying to figure out how to put this on a base, it should stick to metal really well.
Yeah, I agreed.
Yeah. So in your studio, is it tall enough to accommodate this thing?
Man, I am really nervous. It's the ceiling in the room that I'm planning on putting it in there's a little over 8 feet of height, so it's going to be pretty close. It's drop ceiling, so I mean I could remove a panel, but it would just look really weird.
Undrop the
ceiling. Yeah. By the way, that's the other reason why I'm modifying the base. The statue base is like 3 feet tall if I were to print it as is. So I'm chopping it off and using as minimal amount of it as I can to keep it as low as I can.
He pans around, and there's Magneto, and his head is through the ceiling. You just
all you see is shoulders.
I'm like, this dude's legs are taller than my whole entire upper torso.
What about this? You could make the head so that it's like magnetically attached and removable. That wasn't meant to be a pun, but it ended up being one. And then you could put the shoulders up against the ceiling, and then put the head on the second floor on the floor.
Yes.
That could also work. Also work.
Caleb, check out Battlecry's message. Turn it into integrity so it looks like it's floating.
That's a kind of cool idea.
Those are that would be cool. Time to dig a hole in the floor.
Steel cable or something though.
I'll just use chains.
Yeah.
Perfect. I apologize if this has been asked. I believe this is on your channel already, but can you recommend a guide for upscaling STL files?
Oh yeah,
man, a guide for that. That's a really cool. Actually, Maker's Muse, I believe, did a video on that. It was probably 2 or 3 years ago. I think he was using a video game asset file and talking about how to do that. You can easily do that in something I personally, I'm on my iPad all the time, so I use Nomad Sculpt. So you could bring that into Nomad. And then just add, you could subdivide the model to add more resolution to it to give it a little bit more, resolution, I guess you say, or whatever it is. Make it HD-ish.
HD-ish. Didn't Andrew Sink came up with the one that turned it with more polygons, or you could go the opposite way too for a while, remember?
Yeah, you could. Could you go the opposite way with this?
I think you could make it better, but I don't know how good it would be at scaling. So you have a Magneto that's meant to be this big, and then you want to scale it to 7 feet. I don't know if that would work out.
That dude's a beautiful genius. So I'm like, how do you? And he's like, I'm going to put this all in the web browser, and then you can just upload an STL file, and it'll make it low poly for you. And I was like, how are you doing this? And he's like, I'm just going to do this. This weekend, I'm going to work on this on my off time. He's like, you crazy.
I do have to say this. There is someone legit named Scammer just commenting random words.
No,
it's so good.
Has the same profile picture as the other. I immediately, and you know what? When I blocked the one that says Scammer, all of the old ones got blocked too. So it's the same person.
No, but it's perfect. At least they're not lying. I
guess so. Yeah. Even if it's a joke, we don't got time for that.
Yeah.
Blocked.
But so you've been working on this thing. I gotta ask, what printers do you have cranking on it? And
it is an Elegoo project, so they've been kind enough to help facilitate and fund that. I think I brought this up to them. I got my building a year ago. So I brought that up to them that I wanted to do something like that. So, and then they announced, I think it was in the fall, that they were releasing their own filament. So I was like, hey, at some point I'm going to need literally, you're going to give it to me, or I'm going to order all of it off of Amazon. So I literally ordered off of Amazon. I think it was $900 worth of, or almost $900 worth of their filament for this project. And I'm using the Neptune Max, the Plus, the Neptune 3 Pro, and then the Neptune X. So I've put 6mm nozzles on all of them, and I've been cranking it out. So
nice. So it's a little faster. So
yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
And I'm putting it all
layer
at
height?
2.28. So
okay.
Still
Did you already say that? I'm sorry.
No.
Okay,
but it's still pretty high. So, and then all of the files are pretty cut down to size to fit on the Neptune 2S build plate size.
Sure.
So each of the parts, I think nothing's really taken longer than, I don't know, I think it was like the longest might have been 15 to like 18 hours. Sorry, I think some of the parts were maybe around 20 hours, but there were only a handful. Most of them are pretty small and manageable, so I can crank out a whole bunch pretty quickly, which has been just fantastic. Awesome. It's the whole reassembling process that I've been going. I should have just bitten the bullet and gone larger and saved myself the hassle of assembling all of this. I didn't realize how time consuming all of that was going to be.
Did you get hooked up with 3D Gloop? Because that's
I ordered the largest container of 3D Gloop. I mean, they've sent me a bunch of stuff in the past. I was like, I'm ordering the biggest container that you have. So
did you just split it up yourself, or did you use?
I'm using Lube in 3D.
Okay, cool.
And
did you do it with the pins or?
I've tried two of the all of them are a little wonky in my opinion.
Okay.
Because there's the pin option, but they're not just straight rectangles. They're kind of like offset slightly. And then, so that's been fun trying to get those scaled right so that they fit into the holes easily. And then the other is, it's like a diamond shape, or no, it's like a diamond shape where it's thick in the middle, thin on the ends.
Right. Yeah.
Which works great, but they're a pain to print because they're so thin on the ends. So I chop off the ends and then try to print them with a brim, and it's worked mostly.
Got it.
It's just lots and lots of glooping and assembling, and now I'm into welding the parts together, and I'm actually trying to find my 3D pen so that I can seep some PLA into the seams and just better weld everything together on those joints.
Got it. Next thing, you're just going to be dumping gallons of resin and like curing while it runs down.
I'll just set it up like on the roof of my building, just let it cure in the sun, just pouring resin into it.
Pour it over the top. Hey, it would be smooth.
I want your next project to be you cosplaying as Magneto, making a full-size 3D printed Uncle Jessy. That's what I want to happen next.
Yes.
So, funny enough, I have my Magneto costume from 2019 Comic-Con, and I'm 150% sure I no longer fit in that costume.
150% also applies to a different number.
Right.
I was like, I wore that? How did I fit into that thing? I was like,
right.
I'm not looking forward to trying my costume parts out that I haven't put on in a while either.
Battlecry says, I'm trying to get sponsored by the U.S. Mint. Unsuccessful so far.
Oh my
God. We all are.
How that goes.
What about the Fotis Mint?
There you go.
The
Fotis Mint. There you go. I'm open for commissions for Clayton, he says. We will fund this. We will fund the scope if you print it, because that would be awesome.
That would be ridiculous. Man. My whole studio is going to be just like life-size, ridiculous statues.
Fantastic. Or hear me out. You can make a quote unquote life-size print of you, but scale it up only slightly, like 105%. And we take that with us to events, and everybody just thinks you're like kind of really that guy's tall.
Man, you know what? If I could be like Joel Telling scale, would be perfect. I can remember meeting Joel for the first time, being like, "God damn, this dude's a lot taller than I thought he was."
Yeah, he's pretty tall.
He's definitely taller than when you see him. But like according to his backdrop, speaking of his backdrop, I saw you comment the other day, and it was what everyone's.
The only one that I can't. It's the only
everyone.
One
Everybody's thinking this. If you go and look at Joel's backdrop, he has like wood slats, right?
Yeah.
And they're overlapping on the edge, and they're not cut straight. So it's like
drives me nuts every time I see
it looks cool because he has the light coming through it.
It does. Like
And-
when he does the shot, like the kitty corner shots, where it honestly it does look really cool when it's like
it looks awesome.
Well, when it's not though, I'm like, it's driving me nuts, man.
I gotta
seeing that, and it's driving me nuts.
So then I think Mandic, right? I think
oh wow,
I totally lost his real name all of a sudden.
Oh,
Holy
wow.
moly. Anyways, but yeah, I think he's because you were like, all right, cut those off. Like, I love it,
man.
Oh man,
I'm looking at it right now, and I'm feel sick to my stomach.
I mean, it looks when it's in use, it looks awesome, man. Like it looks great in his video.
It does.
But when he's posting, I'm like, man, I can't. All those uneven edges. It's just
I love it.
So Joel, if you're
OCD
watching
up.
right now, which I know you do a lot and you lurk in the background, you got to post something, tag Uncle Jessy and HotMakes, and just have like the slats right behind you, like right here. Just like troll.
I could just Photoshop it so that it looks like they were all cut to the same length, and then submit that as a hot make.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Image.
There you go. Hey, I was crazy busy all day at my real job. My coworkers there would say that's my fake job and I do more of this there, but I don't tell my work. But today we're actually, I work for a hospital replacing a crap ton of old computers, and I just don't have time for anything. So I saw you released a video. It's about 3D scanning. Someone actually just mentioned in the chat, but I didn't get to see which scanner it was at. So like, can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah.
Since we're all
So
here?
let me tell you a little bit about this. I ended up using Polycam, which
I used that for
Scammer Baby's back.
Dude, stop acknowledging them.
So I ended up using Polycam to generate the 3D scan. So it's a statue here in Rochester. Is a statue of Philip Seymour Hoffman, who
you're in Rochester.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
And so it's at the Eastman House, and it's free to go and see. It's like out in by the parking lot. And I went out there and I wanted to test out doing a scan with the LiDAR sensor on my phone, because Polycam will work with that. And I knew it wasn't going to be great, but I wanted to test it anyways. And then I used the photo mode to generate a scan, which turned out like significantly better. And then I also used my DSLR camera that I use for all my videos to take something like, I think it was like 220 photos I took of the statue. Yeah. And that was like easily the best one. But I took all the photos and uploaded them to Polycam's website, and it auto stitched everything together. It takes literally, it was like a minute to 2 minutes, and maybe it was a little bit longer than that. It might have been awesome. 5 minutes or less. But to generate the this 3D scan, and it was amazing. I just thought it was incredible. And then brought that into my iPad, and then was able to start editing that on Nomad Sculpt and getting it ready for 3D printing. So it's a little nutty, but fun.
I just want to let somebody know, says, are you reading the comments or are you just talking to each other? We are doing both. We are looking at, there's a lot of comments. We can't reply to every single one, just a heads up, but we are reading them. I saw that.
I'm somewhat reading comments. I see photos meant, and that's all I'm focusing on is
I'm trying to keep track of them, but
the thing is, we're like, we're talking, and there's a lot of comments going by. So if we miss one, feel free to hit it again. We definitely answer it. Anyways, but that's super cool way to do that, though.
We did have a question a long time, or quite a while ago. Abby Math asked if you had a list of 3D models downloaded to print. I'm assuming she's asking if the chopped up like Magnetophiles are going to be available somehow.
I more than likely will not, because that is a file that I did not create. That's a file from Wicked 3D. So unless I get the okay from them to release that, I'll talk to them. I have a pretty good relationship with them, so I'll mention it to them and see what they have to say if anybody else wants to print one of those. But there's one quick note about the statue that I haven't mentioned in any of the videos. Mm-hmm. Probably the biggest challenge that I've had with printing a life-size statue and all of or larger than life statue in all these smaller pieces is just keeping track of all of the files and what I've printed, what I haven't printed. what's printed and failed that needs to be reprinted. Just keeping track of that. So I've set up just a Google spreadsheet to try and keep track of each part, and I'm checking off as I'm going that I printed and not printed, and then how long it took. And I've been trying to keep track of the filament estimates and print times. It's a whole process, especially when it's some ridiculous amount of files.
We would use a clear acrylic rod for to hold you up there, tripod. Just make sure you don't fall over. That would be the perfect way to hold that statue would stand
it would
up
work
perfect. Yeah,
it would work. It would work great for him.
I love it. So do you have I think you did a video with a 3D scanner before. Do you have 3D scanners that you've used?
I have a Revo scanner that I have not had much luck with. So I need to attempt that again, because I can't remember, somebody was talking about it recently online and getting better results. I'm trying to remember what the tips were.
I have the new
I don't have
range,
that one.
which is a big one.
Seeing the advertisement for that.
This is a little one that I have.
You should probably be seeing a video for that, but I haven't done it yet. I've been seeing the advertisements. They had a very successful Kickstarter. It ended already. I did not post a video yet. I thought I would leave it up to Uncle Jessy to do the Kickstarter videos. I'm just joking. But
I love the Kickstarter videos.
I'm not gonna lie. I did a desk video first before. No.
Hey, dude, but speaking of, sorry, you have you have a rising desk?
Yeah.
I need to get a rising desk. I need to get an elliptical treadmill thing so that
stay seldom. So
while editing videos.
It sounds like you're emails. Just raise your desk up with filament spools.
There
you go. That's all you do.
Search your emails for FlexiSpot. I almost guarantee they sent you one.
Yeah, I've got
but I'm not gonna lie. 100% the best desk, like stand-up desk I've ever had.
Oh, really?
They are super. I mean, I posted a video last weekend. I literally laid on it while it was all the way down 24 inches, and it raised all the way up with me on top.
And it's really good. It doesn't wobble.
Oh yeah,
it doesn't wobble.
Mm-mm.
They emailed me. I looked up one video and I was like, no, this thing wobbles. I'm telling you, right here already wobbles.
Oh, no. This desk wobbles. This is also a standing desk.
Yeah.
But so much so that
all the
last video I posted,
shots, it was just doing this constantly.
So the video we posted yesterday was filmed like 3 weeks ago when I had the old desk still. And someone, I think it was Tripod, called me out in the comments, says, I see this was filmed on your old desk. But 100% like super sturdy. It's the same brand that Linus used to build his like cooler desk. He actually took underneath it and made it like crazy, all the parts and all that stuff in this desk. So 3D Print General just did one. I'm trying to remember, but 100% strongest standing desk I've ever seen. It lifted my butt all the way up. So like that's a tall feat. So, but I have an affiliate link. No, I'm just joking.
Leave that to me, please.
Yeah. No, but in all honesty, so the next test, everyone keeps telling me, they're like, put a Bamboo Lab printer on there and print. How about I print the 17-minute benchy on all of them and see what happens. I mean, it's either going to shake apart or not, and we know what happens on normal desks. So,
well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what's going to happen. I'll show you.
Oh boy,
I'll show you what's going to happen. Because what's going to happen is you're going to end up with this right here.
That's funny.
That's awesome.
What I think is kind of funny about that is it's almost like it's still a ghost in a way. Like
it is.
It's just the empty shell of what it was supposed to be.
I'm just amazed that it's March and multiple people have all of a sudden wanted to start buying ghosts again. By the way, the ghosts are back in thing, man. If you guys were selling ghosts before, consider selling ghosts again. I don't know why.
Don't tell Ben. He'll take over the market again.
Oh my
God! Got like 37 Bamboo Lab printers printing ghosts at the same time.
Fantastic.
He's like,
But,
"Are you using that bamboo lead printer? I'll buy it off for double the price." I was like, how many of these ghosts are you selling, man?
Yeah, dude, I was watching his TikToks at that time, and he had, I mean, like, had to be thousands. I mean, he had so many.
Lot of those ghosts. I sold a lot. He sold a lot of those ghosts. Like, I sold a lot. His was like quadruple the amount that I sold.
The things with feet are cute. Yeah, Zal 3D is the one that does those. They
Zal
just did a
3D.
candy corn. They did what's they just did a dragon maybe, or a bunny or something recently.
Oh,
I
cool.
think they're doing a bunny. But
Cool.
The dragon, the classic image of Easter.
yeah, the dragon. You know, Easter.
I mean, dragons lay eggs, right?
The Easter dragon.
It's the Easter dragon. I'm starting to get more and more jams in my bamboo printers.
Maybe add some peanut
Check
butter.
your-
It'll be good.
Check out the maintenance video I did. I have a video on all the maintenance. It's actually way easier than I thought it was going to be making that video. And then also make sure your extruder is in the video. I show you to blow it out, and so make sure your extruder's cleared out too, because that can cause some jams. But the best thing the Jambu printer. The thing is though, the parts for them are so cheap, right?
The Jambu.
Dragon.
Yeah, I mean, I have 2 Jambus right here, man. This is like, I came down here to do this podcast with you guys, and I was like, "What the heck is this?" I didn't get any alert. I got my print finished 2 hours ago. I came down, and I'm like, "Why do I have 2 massive print failures here?"
That's crazy. I love it. But speaking of, the Easter dragon,
Galaxy dragon, and just add 2 little bunny ears to it.
Yeah, Jano, hey, Big Jano, if you're with us, you usually are. We need an Easter dragon.
Yes.
You hook us up with an Easter dragon. Jano's always good for that. So speaking of 3D printing, 3D printers, future of 3D printers, what do you see? Like, it can't just be an Ender 3 anymore, right? I mean, that's like that stuff.
I mean, you guys have already seen the announcement from Creality that looks like it's a Creality bamboo printer.
Really?
I have 2 that I need,
just like a bamboo lab printer.
I have 2 I need to do videos on that are, one is that Ghost 6. I think a couple people have maybe done a video on that. It's a Ghost 6. The other one is something that will be, I don't know if I can talk about it. I don't know if I can officially say anything until April, but it is from another company, and they claim very similar speeds. So
exciting.
I just don't know if I can. I guess I should probably look at my email. I don't know if they said I couldn't talk about it or not, but I just did. But it's here. I just need to get it out. I can't post anything till April 5th. I think April 5th is the announcement date. But I think the times of replicating an Ender 3 are, I
think Angus said it best. I think at the end of the year, or maybe beginning of the year, he put out a video mentioning that we were past the race to the bottom, and now it's hey, let's fight over the prosumer market here of better quality machines, and let's get some more advanced features in these things, which I'm excited about. I mean, I want to see cameras and apps on all of these. I've been talking about this forever, but my MakerBot Mini was my first 3D printer back in 2015, and it had a camera, mobile app notifications. I could monitor it remotely, and it's like, until I got the Bamboo Lab and the Anchor Make, it was the only other machines that I've had that have been able to do that sort of thing. It's 5+ years later.
And with the explosion of the Ender 3 era, 2019, 2020, Ender 3s, they exploded. A ton of people got into the space because of them. They're still not bad printers to start with.
No.
Soval SV06, beautiful printer for your first printer. Some of the Elegoo printers, great printers for your very first printer. But a lot of those people have either multiple of those printers now, or they have multiple printers, or they want to go up. And now I think Bamboo just, they came in, they said, we think people are going to buy this for the price we're selling it, and people did. I mean, before they hit, who else out there would have dropped a $1,200, $1,500 printer like very confidently?
And I mean, and innovating with it. It's just
they had to. It had to be innovating, right? I mean, if they dropped an Ender 3 for $1,200, it wouldn't have worked. I definitely agree.
And what's the wildest to me is, I mean, so I'm one of the few that had the early anchor makes, which I loved, and like it came out, and I was like, holy, those things prints faster than any other machine I have, and it's just I take it out of the box and I set it up, and it's super easy to use, and it's got a camera and mobile apps, and then what was it, a month and a half later, you and I think a handful of others started posting about the bamboo printer, and I was like, oh man, I need to try and get my hands on one of these things. Like that looks even better than this.
Right.
And sure enough,
it's coming up on a year. I think I've had it since early May. I think I did my very first video in early May, and same thing. Brian Vines, if he's still with us, it's his fault. He shot me behind the scenes like a 20-second clip, and I was like, immediately, what is that? I need to know what that is. And I emailed the company.
That's what I did.
I was like,
hey, I'm seeing all this.
What is this?
How do I get in on this craziness?
And credit to Brian, because he reached out to them as well and said I was trying to get a hold of him. But I believe what is serial number 4. Oh, so wow. I don't know which one Brian has one. Brian has one. 3D Print General had one, and who else? Modbot got one at that time too.
Oh yeah.
And like I think like all of us, just like you said with the Anchorman, you saw it and you were like, "Oh, this is what I've been missing."
Yeah. I mean, I have me personally, I know lots of people that love Vorons and building Vorons and sourcing them and modding them. I do not like that. I have zero desire to spend weeks on end doing all of that, or days just assembling. I know Alan and Joel were building the Manic Relay. We're building Joel's Voron for like 3 days. I was going, nope, that is the opposite of what I wanted to do.
God no. Photospin says God no. So the thing is though, like I think it would be a fun project.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
And I think if I could take my time and not film it, it would be a better project. But and I say that because when you film something, it is what, 4 times longer, 6 times longer.
Before we got on, you were like, I was doing this unboxing, and I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go live. I'm unboxing it. I love that idea. I love that idea of doing an unboxing of it because of a live stream, because you're not finagling with the camera. But even if you're live streaming, you're talking and assembling and getting things up and running. It's got to be at least twice as long, because you're not just 100% paying attention to assembly.
And then if you're me, it's 4 times as long.
Yeah, Jim has had some like live streams where he's just simply unboxing something, and it's like a 3-hour live stream.
I'll be like, here's this Bamboo Lab tool head cable they sent me for the P1P to put a cable chain on it. And 3 hours later, it might come out of the box. But no, but it's so much faster. That's why, like you see on my channel, I will tell you, I will love to check out your video.
Yeah, exactly.
Live stream it. yeah, right.
Okay, sorry.
But that's different, though. I mean, I would love to build a Voron, but I don't
same different.
I don't want to. It's so weird because I don't want to film it, but I know I should. I have to, and that's kind of what's stopping me, because if I'm going to do it, why not make the content? But then I know Dave Randolph told me plan 50 hours for your first one, so that means 150 filming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so, but to be fair, those are phenomenal machines, and if you take the time, it's like building your baby piece by piece, and in the end, every single bolt.
Yeah.
But I just can't do it.
I mean, most
I know
every single
there's
bolt
one
in their
Voron that I'm looking forward to, and that is a chocolate Voron from Ellie. She's going to release the Cocoa Press, and I am backing that.
Hang on.
That looks
rad. Is it a chocolate printing Voron, or is it a chocolate Voron?
Well, It's well, maybe you could print a chocolate Voron on it.
The nozzle,
Yeah.
the hot end
Yeah.
is just melting the printer, like does not survive the printing.
My
process.
question is for that machine, like, where do I get enough chocolate to print?
My
print
question
everything that
is,
my wife is going to want from that.
the
My
video
husband will
would be
very
like,
interested in 3D printing.
my question is, can I get my head under the nozzle and just let it extrude into my mouth? Like,
I love it.
you know, like the old
Like every
ice
kid's
cream
dream with
machine
the
or
soda
something.
fountain, like yeah. Can we
No,
get
but
a
it
collab between Ellie and the Pancake Bot people too. Like have chocolate
Ooh,
pancakes. Like
yeah.
that'd be fantastic.
I just saw ads for the Pancake Bot for like $50 off or something. I was like,
I was talking to them recently. We want to do a spoiler alert. We want to do a pancake podcast with Sam Prentice and the Pancake Bot peeps.
yes, let's do it.
Yeah,
Um,
everybody's on board. I just got to line it up.
I think we all should have them printing though, like behind us, or
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
we
Yeah,
should
do like we can call it hotcakes.
Here we go.
We can do like a
says
pancake
here.
competition.
I love that. By the way, here we go. Jim's going to remake Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. Yes,
And then I'll if I get one of those, like Fix Some Dude said, I can then print an 8-foot tall chocolate Magneto.
There you go.
You know,
but you don't want to
equally
take the
just as
time.
good.
But you don't want to take the time to actually do it. So
Oh no, I do that one because I can eat it. So
yeah. My wife has this thing, and let me know in the chat if you do too. She cannot eat anything with a face. So like the little bunnies, anything chocolate or whatever that has a face. She has a hard time eating. Yeah, well, I should preface that. Food. She's not a
That
zombie,
still
I
doesn't
think.
specify.
Yeah.
bring me
Oh
the
man.
child.
Oh, gee, many Christmas. Who's printing right now? Yeah, that's a good question. We need a chocolate behind the scenes at Remurf. Yeah. We can do chocolate behind the scenes. I like it. We're definitely going to spend time in Ellie's booth at Remurf. That's going to be awesome.
Yes.
But hey, we do have some HotMakes to show off this week. We should probably do that. I just realized what time it was here. So
yeah. You want to hang out and check them out with us?
Yeah, of course.
Let's do it. All
let's
right.
do it.
HotMakes.
Hit it. The edge of chocolate. I love that, by the way, Music Dad.
I don't I'm not sure I'm totally on board with the edge of chocolate. It's I don't know, man.
Just
Chocolate.
There's something that feels a little uncomfortable with that one.
I do like hot cakes.
Hot cakes.
Yeah.
Hot cakes, yeah. All right, first one, we got Dennis Crawford. He tagged us in the video that was showing off the arc overhangs.
Oh yeah.
They're now in Prusa Slicer.
Amazing.
These are it's pretty awesome. I have not tried it myself yet.
These are something that Prusa Slicer has built in now.
Well, I don't think yeah. I mean they're there, yes.
Okay.
But I'm
is
trying to
so
remember.
cool.
I think they came from Prusa Slicer. I had to think about that. But yeah, it's sweet how Stefan did a whole video on it. It's sweet how they print, but it's scary. I mean,
Why?
let's see if I can look at
That's
that.
just crazy. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
Look how
Why
thin
is
it
it
is
scary?
as well. Like I would have honestly thought when I first heard about that it would have been pretty chunky. No, that's super thin.
Yeah, let's see if I can.
what are the I mean it's definitely cool, but what are the practical applications for that? That wouldn't be
I mean,
like
potentially less supports, right?
I guess so. It's not necessarily that I don't think it's practical. It's that I can't, my like dumb caveman brain can't picture like a part that would use this. Like I can't think of a part that would have an overhang that would be needed without support.
Chat GPT, how do I use this properly in my next 3D printing project?
Yeah, how do I do not
I'm
understand.
sorry, I'm only programmed up to 2021. I don't have the answer. Yeah. I love it. By the way, Chat GTP is pretty awesome. Bing out of its mind.
I have not tried that one yet.
If you check out, I think Linus, they just did some stuff, but they played with the Bing one, and it's a beta, and it literally gets crazy. Tells you to kill yourself. Like, I mean, like, it is. I'm not even joking. It goes off the rails and says stuff you never even said, and it's like you should feel ashamed of yourself. If you have a time, go check out.
That sounds. You know what? That tracks. That sounds like Bing.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Like
And they need to kill it like now.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right.
Oh my goodness.
Google just came out with one too. I was just I got an email and I signed up to be like one of the experiment like testers or whatever. They got one called
Tyler. Yes.
Yeah, Tyler.
So
anyway,
this one's from Chris. Chris says, Chelsea, what a great model. I can print chocolate too. And he, of course, tags Ellie, right? But I got to tell you,
that looks ridiculous.
Like
it's incredible. I know that is the perfect combination of vibrant. Like he's got some really vibrant looking filament there, along with the beautiful chocolate brown PLA.
And this is one of those occasions where the layer lines that you can kind of see actually look like they should be there. Like it's chocolate, you know?
Kind of, yeah.
Not to mention, Chris, sweet multicolor print on your Bamboo Lab, by the way.
Yeah. Seriously.
That's cool.
That's very cool.
It's when I saw this at first, I thought it was a drawing. I mean, like it just looks.
It doesn't look like it's printed.
Yeah. It looks great. All right, what do we got next here? Local maker Michigan. Who would open a grenade to find my stash of K2 Kevin clips? I love these clips, by the way. K2 Kevin, if you're watching, these clips are awesome. But,
what do you? I've never used those clips for. I've never seen them before. What are they used for?
They're for like filament. So if you're wrapping it around, you know, your spool.
Put it in there.
You can grip them in. They're great. Someone tag Uncle Jessy with the K2 Kevin.
I mean, you guys just don't tangle up your filament and then spend 5 minutes untangling it every time you want to go print.
Well, that's what I thought we did.
So I don't get me wrong, Protopasta, phenomenal filament. I just got done printing something for a project in Joel's Hi-Fi Blue I believe is a PETG. I took it off the printer out of the Bamboo. I actually did print it in the AMS, was probably not suggested because it's a little narrow. And then I'm like, where do I put there's no holes, there's no slot. There's like I got a piece of gaff tape and like tape
it in place.
Yeah.
Because I didn't print my K2 Kevin clips yet. But I love the grenade, by the way. Nice work, local maker Michigan. All right.
I like how that turned into just a long rant about the clips themselves, and then you end that with, and I love the grenade, by the way. Moving on.
The grenade's awesome. This is this is a waterfall clock. We get tagged with some awesome stuff.
Oh
and
yeah,
I need to,
really cool.
I've seen stuff like this.
This is cool.
I could watch that all day.
How in the heck are they? Like, is there a light? There's got to be a light shining on there, right?
No, it's well, I mean, the sun is the light.
Density of water.
Yeah, it's like it's choosing the spots where the water is going to be like shot out. It's almost like 3D printing, but not, you know.
I can't zoom in on it, but yeah, it's crazy. It's like it's pretty crazy looking, but I love it. Your next project. There you go.
I know. I'm gonna not figure that out. So
I want one of those, and I just want to have it. I just want to have a message that's constantly scrolling that says 404 waterfall not found.
Yes. All right. Ethan's dad, real quick. I had to throw this. Marcus had ChatGTP, ironically, write a new Ohio state law that requires Oreos to be dunked in water only. Thank you, Marcus. This made me laugh when I retweeted it, but this made me laugh when I read it.
Please tell me one of you two is not dunking your Oreos in water.
This guy, that guy.
That is the most disgusting thing I think I've ever heard.
Wait, hang on.
No, God! No, God!
So Caleb's dad at Murph last year, he made sure to bring me a this is a Murph survival bag, emergency case use only. So you got the water,
little
the
bottle
cup,
of
and the Oreo. So I said one time that I don't like hard cookies, and when I eat Oreos, once in a while, if I'm in a hurry, I'll just throw them under like the faucet to soften them up a little. I dump them right in the water, and now that has become like that has become the
I love
We did
soggy Oreos. You know what goes great with soggy Oreos?
well.
All right.
We
As
when
somebody who
Pooch was
doesn't
on,
like
we were
drinking
going to
milk-
patent the pre-moistened Oreos. So there's
Pre-milk-
that.
Oh yeah, when we had
You know who you could sell those
Fingers
to?
on tap.
My grandma would love those.
Grandma probably eats Oreos and water. Oh man, but thank you for this. I know we got to keep rocking, but Marcus, this is phenomenal. If you have time, go read this because it's really good.
Richard
For the purposes of this law, Oreos refers to any type of sandwich cookie with a cream filling and a chocolate wafer produced under the Oreo brand name.
Okay.
Dunking refers to the act of submerging an Oreo cookie in liquid, typically for the purpose of softening or flavoring the cookie.
Dude,
and then
look
it
at
goes on.
exception A, the consumption of Oreos by individuals who have a documented medical condition that prohibits the consumption of water. Or
Oh man, I love it. And then section 2, prohibition of dry Oreo consumption. It shall be unlawful for any person to consume an Oreo cookie in a dry state without first dunking the cookie in water or another liquid. Yeah. It's so good.
I need this like etched into like a bronze panel, like the 3 laws of robotics,
Ooh, I just got a fiber laser from Omtech.
Okay.
I'm gonna make that happen. We'll make that
Do it.
happen. All right, here we go. We got to keep moving here. Sam Prentice doing some really cool stuff with his X Tool
really
laser.
cool.
I saw this up.
Oh, wow.
He actually got it posted.
Oh, yeah, I saw this.
There you go.
Oh
He posted it on his
my
wall.
goodness.
That
Looks really good. So he
legit.
cut all the
That's
pieces
incredible.
out with his X Tool laser and then painted them, and it looks really good, Sam. So nice work on that.
That
And just so
I
you
need to
know,
steal that.
it's the real Sam Prentice, not the fake one. All right. Big Bugman 140 says a friend has a sausage dog and said that they're always giving sausage
doing
dog
here?
gifts. I would never do that to them, so I made a sausage model instead.
That is the most
What?
amazing model I think I've ever seen.
I am both impressed and a little uncomfortable.
Agreed?
It has a collar.
I don't know if that makes it better, Jimbo.
I'm not sure.
You know
like-
what? Does this make it better?
That's more interesting.
I don't.
It's a sausage dog printing straight
I
up.
need
Is
a
that-
little bit
I don't-
more hot dog-ish tone, like
I
color
don't-
pigment to this.
This
This is breaking my
this is
brain a little bit.
so this is supports. I want to throw it out there. It supports, and then when you're done, it lays flat. Oh, so good.
I don't. I don't know. I'm just having a hard time responding to this.
Wait, is the end capped off? Like the butt is capped off? Is it rounded or capped off?
Is
I think this is a face, like supposed to be the head.
But the other end. The other end is
the other end. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Do
don't
we have
know.
a? Why?
Yeah, it's just rounded. It's good. It's good.
So, okay. There's so
That's $1
many
million project right there.
Is it?
Bugman,
You know, Shark
is
Tank
awesome.
that, in my opinion.
Shark Tank it. Yes. All right, next. This one is awesome too. This is a 10-minute video. We're not going to watch it all, but you want to coat your 3D prints in metal. I know Tom Sandlander just tried this too recently. But,
I know.
this is a 10-minute graphite tutorial.
Sick.
This one was. I've seen most of these, and this one seemed, in my opinion, easier than most of the other ones, just because of the graphite. Spray. I also, by the way, I loved this part of the video where he says, where he.
Without seeing the video
English,
or
are you
hearing the
practicing my
audio,
English? He's
it's
like, what?
hilarious having that quick little cutaway of him just like doing the
Yeah.
like ask your doctor if you're healthy enough for electroplating. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. No, he's absolutely killing it with these projects,
That's
and
amazing.
I'm blown away by them every time I see them.
It looks so good.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
So
This is
that's that 17-minute benchy just turned into an that's a process, but
it's like he's got it like in
uh,
a tumbler. He had it like in a
yeah.
tumbler. What was it,
Mhm.
like coffee beans or something like that he had in there that he was tumbling it with to help smooth it out, sand it out.
It's so good.
Ridiculous.
If you have not seen this video, you definitely need to. It's I mean, you can tell by that picture
Insane.
that says it all. You know, you get those thumbnails sometimes that literally say it all in the thumbnail, and that does right there.
Yep.
I'm
I'm
all right,
clicking
next.
What are we looking
What
at
just
here? What did
happened?
you add to the?
Oh yeah. Here we go. Yeah. So this one was tagged. Llama is he tags us in all sorts of crazy stuff, and this was one of two of leaf blower projects. This was on Instagram. It is an RC leaf blower.
Oh my god!
I
Genius.
love this.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Driving around.
Oh my god! Yeah, there we go. Now I
take your
can get my
entire
kids
stock.
involved with the yard book.
You can just drive this around and blow your neighborhood.
That's
Oh, jeez. All right.
Yep.
All right.
I'm talking about leaf blowing, guys. Next we have
Thanks
one
for
more,
that.
and this one you like that one. Check this one out.
Oh no.
This is a bike
Is
with
that
like
Max
four.
Bike from Always
It's got
Bike?
4 Makita leaf blowers on it, and it's gonna blow them around. There you go. They're riding this bike. with
That looks like
leaf blowers.
I think the video is sped up, but it actually looks like it's got some kick to it. This needs like some
Let's see.
like
Oh
noises.
yeah, I can't play that. I love it though. You're thinking like we just saw one that was very practical. Very practical. And then you get get the electric bike.
Yeah.
Turn them all on high and let's go. I love it. So good. Oh man.
I love the hard
All right,
hats.
next.
Fantastic.
Cons bricks. Here's a little and big F-bomb that they printed in.
Now.
There you go.
I
Mhm.
like it.
Everybody needs that sometimes. Wasn't it Teaching Tech? He actually made an F-bomb a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, that like you could drop and it would open. It was a bomb. And when you dropped it, it would open up and expose a big red or whatever color you made it F. So good. It was made with had rubber bands and stuff to like hold it together. And then you dropped it and it would be like
Pop
and then,
open.
Yeah.
This is that's my kind of like shenanigans.
Yeah. I
love
like it. And then something near and dear to your heart. This is
I
the
love
Gunshot Games stage top.
So
There you go.
I have some drama with this, by the way.
Okay.
Not with the files. Not with the files,
Dun,
not
dun,
with the creators.
dun.
My drama is I desperately want to print one of these. I have no idea what color scheme I want to do for this table. Like it's driving me nuts. I think they put out the first set of files last
Friday,
weekend,
right?
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Got a little bit of a
One of those days,
analysis
yeah.
going on.
just recently. But I can't decide what I want to actually print. And they've all like I'm in the Facebook group for this, and they all like people that are printing it, they're looking so amazing. So absolutely amazing. I don't even play these games, by the way, these card games, or not card games, D&D
Any of them
style games.
Yeah.
I just want it as a cool coffee table.
I was just gonna say, I just for any games in general, this would be really cool for. And when I saw your first video come out, I was like, this is awesome. I know several people in like my group of friends that bought this because of your video, just so you know. And one of them, I don't know if Steve's watching right now, but he's in the middle of printing it currently and had a clog on his bamboo printer too, by the way.
Oh, he had a clock on.
So I just want to throw that out there. But Chris Travis, this thing is killing it. I love the color scheme here is awesome. I love that there's legs to lift it up off the table.
The color scheme, it feels very Star Trek to me.
There you go. There you go.
It feels very.
Could you do this? Could you do an Elgoo video and do this all in resin?
Are you insane? No. Yes. I mean, I could, but no.
What about
on the Jupiter, God damn it, now you got me thinking. I could print the panels sideways, and I could do, like, 4, 5, maybe 6 at once. God damn it! Now I gotta look at this. I'm making a note. I'm gonna join us now.
So what about if LU won't sponsor that one? What about the new printer you got? Was it the eMake?
Oh yeah, that thing's
That could be a beast out the panels, huh?
huge.
Yeah.
So by the way, I am currently I was trying to get my buddy to come over yesterday, then texting him today to come over. I need to get it off of my table because I can't lift it by myself. It's too damn heavy. The thing is, and it's so large. Like I think I could lift it. Like I honestly think I could muscle it and get it. If I could just get it underneath my stomach there, I could use my stomach. But it's so big that I can't like wrap my arms around it to get a good grip of it. So I'm waiting for him to come over so I can actually get it off of the table and get it into another location before I can start a multi-day long print with that.
That's awesome.
Huge resin printer. That thing is, it's a monster. A monster.
You need an engine.
Yeah, I do need
that.
it. You're joking. I was like, does Harbor Freight sell these?
Fantastic.
He does another Harbor Freight video. How can Harbor Freight help your 3D printers? It's just a hoist.
Man.
It comes down with a hook.
I've got that on my to-do list for the next
So
month
good.
and a half here.
So good.
That's what we need.
Hey,
somebody to design like a 3D printable hoist.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. Awesome. Well, nice work, Chris Travis. Again, this thing looks killer.
Fantastic.
If you guys are making these out there, tag us, #HotMakes at the bottom of the screen right now. We want to see these because I want to see what more and more people do for color. And also, it might give Uncle Jessy some ideas as far as color scheme goes. So
we need somebody make a HotMakes color schemed one that's like light blue with like red and orange and a white panel. Yeah.
What if he did the panels with a HotMakes logo? Or there you go.
The flame.
Uncle Jessy, your logo in the center.
Oh, there you go.
That sounds good, actually. I'm I was thinking, I was going, man, is there a way that I can, hey, ChatGPT, how can I make a program that will allow me to do color assigning of 3D model? So I can do like a color combination picker where it'll just be like, oh, here's some combination suggestions. Here's some combination suggestions, and give me a bunch of palette options.
I actually have a tool that I will share with you. I use it all the time for coming up with color palettes for graphic design stuff.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Fantastic.
I like it.
I love it.
You can grab a color that you like and tell it to regenerate the rest of the colors, and it'll make. And if you don't like one, you can unlock it, and then it'll regenerate another one that matches. Like, yeah.
Nice.
It's awesome. Cool. Okay.
That's cool. You could do it. It kind of reminds me of your floor with the YouTube logo in it, like in the center of the table. But it would be much cooler if it was yours.
I should do an update, a year later update of the studio floor, because that YouTube white play button is now like dirty brown play button.
Awesome.
Being walked over constantly.
Oh, there you go. Gunshot Games put out the blank tiles for remixing on printables. Thank you, Chris Travis. That's awesome.
I wonder who requested that.
That's I don't know. All right, we got to get flowing. I know we're running a little bit late, and I have somebody that is going to be here in like 25 minutes to pick up 2 CO2 lasers from my house, because I have a new one coming on Friday, and I need to get rid of old ones to put the new ones in. So
Jim is like the king of humble brags. Like,
no, I 100%. I'm like, just like you probably have a bajillion 3D printers. I give stuff away. I'm sure you do it too.
He's like, oh, you like bamboo printers? I have 6.
Yeah,
I do have 6.
I do need to do a big giveaway
in the studio
at some point, like Joel's been doing of machines.
Yeah, I literally just give, because we can't use them all, right? And we're never going to use them all, and I might as well give them away. And I know almost all of us do that. And I think Tripod has a really cool thing. He does a video, and then at the end of the video, when he's done, he boxes the machine back up. At the end of his video, he does a giveaway for that machine, and he sends it to somebody. That's actually kind of genius, fantastic. Except for I may be too lazy to box it back up.
I'm also a bit of what you would call a hoarder, so I like to keep everything. What do you call me?
He wants to keep it all. I love it. All right, don't forget about RMRRF. Yes, check it out. Less than a month away. They over 1,200, almost 1,300 people already signed up just to attend. Only 3 maker spots left. all of the sponsor spots already sold out. So
Probably less.
that's going to be
after
a
this show.
huge event. Next week, 3D Printing General or 3D Print General will be on with us. The following week, the RMRRF team will be back with us for a little recap and updates. And then the 17th, Daryl Off Earth 3D will be with us, and that's going to be another awesome show.
I'm super
Daryl's
excited for him.
amazing.
He's
Oh
so
my
cool.
gosh.
So
And then,
yeah,
and then after that is the weekend of Murph. of RMRRF. I don't know if we're going to do an episode on Monday or just re-air the episode, but we are doing a live episode of HotMakes at the event, which will be cool.
yeah, that's going to be.
We're
a
thinking
lot
about
of
doing
fun.
it like a town meeting, like city hall meeting kind of style, where we just we have a third camera set up with like a microphone and like anybody can walk up and just
No.
do the show.
I'm
No,
gonna filibuster for the next.
I'm gonna be like Caleb, follow me, and we're gonna run all over the place. It's gonna be
We
crazy.
need to do like you know how Mitch has the backpack printer?
Yes.
We need
There
to
you
do
go.
something like that where you've got like a thing strapped to like your torso with like a laptop in front of you, and we're just walking around like we're doing the show regularly, but we're on the show floor.
That would be awesome. Yeah, like the dude who does the green screen office meetings.
Yes.
Where he's like
Just
water
like that.
skiing, but he's got
Yeah.
the laptop right here and he's got a green screen behind him and he's like water's flying. Yeah, that's the way. But all right, guys, I know I'm running late. Uncle Jessy, we're not strapping Caleb to my back. One time before we go, Uncle Jessy, who are you? Where are you from? Where can we find you most of all? And I know somebody early asked if you had an Etsy shop, so answer that.
I do have an Etsy shop. I don't know the name of it. It's like Uncle Jessy for real, like my Twitters and some of the other socials.
For real?
For real.
For real.
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube. Is probably where most of you have seen my stuff. Uncle Jessy. Don't go watch some stuff. Go print some stuff. Go share some cool stuff.
Mhm.
About it.
So somebody says, I know Uncle Jessy. You're probably watching on his channel. You are. Who are the other two guys? I'm Jim from the Edge of Tech, and this is Caleb. This is producer extraordinaire Caleb. We have a Monday show called HotMakes. That's what you're watching right now. And find us. It's at HotMakes, our HotMakes Live everywhere. We're here every Monday, 6 p.m. Central. And with that, Uncle Jessy will be right back with you. Everybody else, have a great week. We will see you guys next week right here on HotMakes. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, everybody, for joining.
All right,
Later.